So it's kind of scary, like when you think from the point of view of an American citizen, and you're like, we have those two rivals, Trump and Clinton, and they hate each other so much. They are, throwing each other into mud. But their daughters are best friends. But it's our fourth video in the last time, and also fourth video total at our channel. And this time it's Hilary Clinton. I haven't heard about Hilary Clinton since 8 years or 9.
Yeah.
Like since 2016.
Yeah, I've heard her mentioned, but I don't know what she's up to.
I've never heard her speaking.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens with those Democrats when they lose the elections. Like, did they bury them somewhere?
They go into a bunker.
Recently I read that Kamala Harris had like first, in front of the people. Appearance, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. First one since the elections.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I tell you, they're sitting in a bunker, but I'm pretty sure it's a fun bunker.
Fun?
Yeah. Very rich. Okay, so today we will see Hilary Clinton.
They order pizzas and stuff.
Yes, so today we'll see Hilary Clinton with Between Two Ferns.
Yes, I was winking at our audience.
Right.
What happened?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
What is wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, listen, guys, it's the first time watching for her. Like many things.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
You don't. I am okay, but you're acting weird.
I'm acting totally normal. And for me, it's not. I have seen this one. I have seen many others Between Two Ferns as well.
I've only seen what you guys have seen me see on the channel, plus Benedict Cumberbatch and Barack Obama.
Yes, and I have seen all the ones that we saw on this channel before. This one too. There are some that I haven't seen, but I can't name them because I have not seen them.
Maybe you can have a look later from... Maybe you can have a look later through the channel when we are choosing something. And you guys suggest what else you would like us to watch, and we'll choose something from there as well.
Perhaps.
And before we watch, just a small reminder that we have a movie channel right now where we watch movies every Friday. Well, we upload the reactions every Friday.
You're always so shy when you're talking about this.
You're
shy. Always like, we have a movie channel as well.
Because I want
and also we have a Patreon, and you always do this head and arms and shoulders.
Because it's very important to me. It's very important to me. And
so why are you
I'm timid about it.
We have a movie channel as well.
We have a movie channel. Go subscribe because
you need to be like this. We have a movie channel, and there are movies there every Friday.
Yes, and you should subscribe because it's awesome.
And you should subscribe because it's so awesome, dude. It's so great.
And we also have a Patreon.
Yeah, we have a Patreon too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are different tiers. There is 1 tier, there is 2nd tier, 3rd tier, there is 4th one. And the 5th one.
For you, this is just the moment that you're doing this, but I actually have to edit this video and watch you do it again and again and again and again. So, just as an FYI.
Great experience.
Okay, play the video.
And it was before the elections from 2016.
Mm-hmm. Where is he? Where's that?
Well, because she's old.
God!
Oh, poor Fern!
I'm not getting the Halloween spirit of it all.
Not a good idea around the Secret Service. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just got started. Hi, welcome to another...
They are not so great nowadays. You can basically shut at the president from a roof when everyone sees you, and nothing happens apparently. I mean, they will kill you, but after you will shoot
you have already made the shot, yeah. Well,
basically, you shot former president.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, you need to up your game with those Secret Service Donald Trump. Like, borrow a couple of them from Hilary Clinton, maybe.
Edition of Between Two Ferns. I'm your host, Zach Galifianakis, and my guest today is Hilary Clinton. Thank you very much, Mrs. Clinton, for being here. Critics have questioned some of your decision-making recently, and by you doing this show, I hope it finally lays that to rest.
Oh, I think it absolutely proves their case, don't you?
Are you excited to be the first girl president?
Well, I mean, being president would be such an extraordinary honor and responsibility. But being the first woman elected president and what that would mean for our country, and particularly what that would mean for, not just little girls, little boys too, that's pretty special.
Mm-hmm. Not to take away from the historic significance of you perhaps becoming the first female president, but for a younger generation, you will also become their first white president. And that's pretty neat too. As secretary, how many words per minute could you type? And how does President Obama like his coffee? Like himself? Weak?
Jack, those are really out-of-date questions. You need to get out more.
What happens if you become pregnant? Are we going to be stuck with Tim Kaine for 9 months? How does this work?
I could send you some pamphlets that might help you understand.
First, you supported Obama's Trans-Pacific Partnership deal, and then you were against it. I think that people deserve to know. Are you down with TPP?
I'm not down with TPP.
Do you remember those times when you could be from the same party and oppose the ideas?
Yeah. Oh my God!
But I must
Those
say,
times.
she gives me such a creeps. Like
She does.
I remember when she was running at the president, and I was actually happy that they chose Trump because for me, she's like this.
You didn't know them.
She's like Umbridge, you know.
Really, I don't have that impression at all from her.
And
She looks
do you
like
remember?
a nice young
Do you remember
old
her
lady.
creepy smile at those debates? She was like,
Yeah, but I don't know. I never had the creeps from her.
no, there is something off with her.
I don't have that.
Like,
I was
I
just
think-
thinking that her makeup is impeccable. I don't know. I was just looking like, how did they do it? Is it done in post production?
like you know how in those movies you have this person who is like a advisor to the president or to some leader,
Yeah.
and they're like, shh,
Yeah,
like Cardinal
she
Richelieu,
looks like that.
and they are always have those most horrible, brutal ideas.
Yeah,
Like,
you think she's
Mr.
like that?
President, we need to bomb them. We just need to bomb them, and that's her for me.
Okay.
Like terrifying woman.
No, you're supposed to say, yeah, you know me. Like the hip hop group.
Don't tell me what to say.
Fine, lose. Country goes to shit. Let's talk about Trump.
Let's.
When you see how well it works for Donald Trump, do you ever think to yourself, oh, maybe I should be more racist? When he's elected president and Kid Rock becomes Secretary of State, are you going to move to Canada or one of the Arctics?
I would stay in the United States.
And what would you try to...
Try to prevent him from destroying the United States.
So you're going to lead the Civil War?
No, I wouldn't take up arms. I think that might be a little extreme.
Oh, right, because you were saying before we were rolling that you wanted to take away everyone's guns. Very cool. Cool.
I really regret doing this.
Any regrets over losing the Scott Baio vote?
Not a one.
So it wasn't heartbreaking that...
No.
Yeah, but Chachi, I mean, who's going to be next? Max Headroom? I'd love to meet the person who makes your pantsuits.
I would like to get
really?
all those
Yeah.
jokes.
Because for Halloween, I wanted to go as a librarian from outer space.
I think that would be a good look on you.
Have you thought about what you're going to be wearing at the debates?
There's this thing called the double standard, and so I think about, well, what should the first woman nominee of one of our two major parties wear to the debate? And I have no idea, so if you've got suggestions, I'm open to them.
Do you wonder what your opponent might be wearing? I mean, what do you,
I assume you'll wear, that red power tie.
or maybe like a white power tie.
That's even more appropriate.
Yeah, she likes the
When you went
joke.
to Donald Trump's wedding, did he write his own vows? And did Michelle Obama write Melania's?
I really couldn't see or hear very well, so I'm not quite sure what his vows were, but I'm sure they were great and huge and wonderful.
Like his bowels. Chelsea, your daughter, and Ivanka Trump, Trump's daughter, are friends. Does Ivanka ever call Chelsea, to talk about boys that might have crushes on her, like her dad?
Oh my God.
I don't think so.
Also, it's kind of scary, like when you think from the point of view of an American citizen, and we have those two rivals, Trump and Clinton, and they hate each other so much. They are, throwing each other into mud and shit. But their daughters are best friends. And you feel like Like, is this just the
Maybe
the
then nothing
shit
matters
to
in the end? Yeah.
to make us argue?
Yeah, because they have to like meet each other.
She was at his wedding.
Yeah.
And also, like, there was this recently. There was this funeral of President Jimmy Carter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was the president
Yeah, I heard
in
about
like
it, yeah.
in like 70s, I think, or 80s or 70s. And then there were all the presidents. There was Bush, Trump, Clinton. I mean, her husband, and Obama and Trump. And there was this video that Trump was joking with Obama, and Obama was laughing, and they were chatting.
I find that hard to believe, but I know there was the video, but it's just so strange because I understand in some aspect it's just their job, but at the same time it's about your entire ideology, about the way of life, about what you believe. So it's hard to say it's just a job.
And
If
also,
the guy wants to
you
introduce policies
are
that
being attacked for so many years. Like I cannot imagine that Sleepy Joe Biden is now like with Trump and they're playing golf together, and he was calling him like incompetent for so many years.
Yeah, but actually, to be honest, I would worry less about this because I could understand that they think that this is part of their job and they have to do this to win. So I could put that behind me, but I could not put the fact that I really disagree with what you believe in and you're putting in policies that I think are ruining people's lives. Then I couldn't joke with that other person. But just because they were telecalling incompetent, I think that you can get over that because maybe it's just part of the game.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
What's going to be the number one focus of your presidency?
Oh, Zach, it has to be the economy. We need more good jobs with rising incomes. We got to make the economy work for everybody, not just those at the top.
We need to take a break. We just need to have a word from our sponsor. Okay.
Washington is broken. The truth is, too many politicians are totally controlled by special interests and lobbyists. We're going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
He approves the message.
Why would you play a commercial from my opponent in the middle of our interview?
He paid me in steaks.
I'd be afraid to eat them if I were you.
It's a good cut of meat. I think it's part of the asshole. Well, this has been a lot of fun, Mrs. Clinton. We should stay in touch. What's the best way to reach you? Email?
You've got mail.
Yeah, she looked. It's always interesting to see this dynamic with people who are not like actors or comedians or someone who's already pretty relaxed. But I think she did okay.
Yeah, but she's not as good as Obama was.
Oh, she's not definitely not as good as Obama. No, but she did okay. I mean, she looks like she has distance to herself for sure. But it wasn't as good as or as funny as Obama's for sure.
I don't know what the Democrats were thinking. They had a guy like Obama who was just oozing charisma. You mean like the guy or not? But he was so cool. He had such a good speeches.
Yeah.
He was so
he was likable and charismatic, but he was like a strong leader. He was like the father that you really love, but he beats you sometimes.
And then you choose Clinton,
Yeah.
who was already like Secretary of State for like 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she wasn't.
And then you don't do the primaries. You have Biden for the second term, and then at the very end you're like, you know what? Maybe not him.
Let's take this woman who is much younger than the other people and seems inexperienced. And
I mean, she was vice president. So.
Yeah, but she didn't give you the image of, again, like I said, oozing charisma and experience.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay, so that was really...
I wanted to say that when he was asking her about what she would wear, I felt jealous as a man. I was like... The men don't have basically any choice what they are wearing. Like nowadays when you will see like some summits, like G8 or something like that, they are all wearing suits. Basically everyone. They are, maybe they will have a different tie or something, but they all need to wear suits. Even if you are a king, because there are some countries like in Europe when they have kings.
Yeah.
And the kings will also wear suits.
That's very interesting perspective because the intention of the joke, I think, and how I took it was extremely offensive. But to ask someone like that when you have 5 minutes to spend with them and to ask her what she's going to be wearing, and I think she gets that a lot in the interviews, and like women in power get that a lot in interviews. Like, who cares? Like, can we focus on what my job is and not what I'm going to wear? So that's the problem for the woman because then you're being judged by what you're wearing as well.
Or you can be like Trump. and turn every question to your advantage. Like, I'm gonna wear a suit. It's gonna be the best suit ever.
Any opportunity to make the Trump impression. Someone said your impressions are great lately. I don't remember if I showed you the comment.
Come on. I don't even try. If I would try, then it would look more hideous.
Okay, thank you very much for watching
I
with us,
didn't
guys.
finish.
Oh, sorry.
My point.
Yeah, continue with your point.
That if I would be a king, and who knows, I'm open to opportunities.
Yeah.
But I would like to wear something like the kings were wearing, a couple of hundred years ago.
Like flowing gold robes?
Yeah. But, if you're a king,
Yeah.
even as a president, like, if you're a president and it's like a most important office in your country, then why are you dressing like everyone else? Like, in the whole history of humanity, when you had the leader of leaders,
he
had to distinguish
visually
himself,
distinguished,
yes, from everybody else. And you need to, you knew when you look at him, you were like, oh, this guy is a leader.
Yeah.
And now everyone is wearing suits. And you are a king and you are wearing suits, like you're just a normal parliamentary member of parliament.
Yeah.
I would like to have, like the photo that Trump uploaded from the White House profile, like him as a pope. Like, I would like to wear something like that. I don't know, but I think it's fitting, and it'd be interesting.
It would be interesting, that's for sure.
And I would watch it more. Like, I think women would be more into
like
politics.
like Met Gala, but more politics. Why are you being sexist?
No, but that's true. Like,
yeah, no, it's true.
it would be like, and then there would be like a discussion in
Yeah, it
some
would be
media, like
interesting.
what they were wearing, what Putin was wearing, what Trump was wearing, what
No.
Macron probably would be wearing the best things because he's French.
That's true. He would be having something, like Met Gala, but with all the outfits.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Thank you, guys. And
Thank you.
let us know what you would wear if you were a king.
Yeah, I want to read that. I really want to read that. Really, let us know. See you in the next video.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
And goodbye.